I'm Reiner Pelayo. In this video, I'll be doing a run of my learnings and insights that I've learned over the 10-week course period. It will be from the classroom discussion up to the authentic service quality learning of my company study. As business owners and future practitioners, we want nothing else but to increase our customer loyalty and referrals for higher profits. My chosen company for this course is an automotive repair shop named AutoServe All Parts and Services, located in Banawe. In almost a month given, I immersed myself in the company's process and thoroughly determined its weaknesses and common complaints by its customer. I applied every lesson we had in our face-to-face class to fulfill the service quality of the company. In a business, it is critical to know how the customer views the service that he or she receives. So it is a big must in a service delivery to meet the customer standards, customer needs, customer expectation, and anticipated future needs and aspirations. So AutoServe has a customer of owner four-wheel vehicles that need servicing and maintenance. An operationalized service quality definition is ServQual benefits in a thought that invites new customers, it retains old customers, and it increases profitability. It is a comparison of perceived expectation of a service against perceived performance. Service quality benefits to employee by generating a greater job satisfaction through the creation of a renewed, vibrant work environment. It leads to a healthier work environment that enhances employees' morale. Service quality benefits to customers by putting the organization in the best possible position to meet the demands of their clients or brand image, which results to client satisfaction or better experience on service received. By investigating the company standards, I traced out or made a process map to utilize the end-to-end journey of a client, and through this process map, I try to analyze where did the process fail or how the process failed. By counting the number of customers and number of complaints, I was able to complete my frequency table that led to my study's quantified broad problem statement. Through the BPS, I was able to proceed in my study, and by having this BPS, I can now improve the company's current situation through ServQual, and it will benefit the company by improvement of this brand image and company reputation. It can also lead to more standardized and better systems and processes, increased efficiency and productivity, decrease in cost, increase in profits that end to creation of another point in their competitive advantage. From the broad problem statement, I used possible metrics that help me to get the baseline of the operations so that I can improve the current situation of the company. Through this, I can measure whether excellent customer service is being provided. Customer service can be measured in quantitative ways and can also be assessed by looking at the perception of the customers. The gap model is an important customer satisfaction framework. The customer gap is the most important gap, and in an ideal world, the customer expectation would be most almost identical to the customer's perception. In a customer-oriented strategy, delivering a quality service for a specific product should be based on a clear understanding of the target market. Understanding customer needs and knowing customer expectations could be the best way to close the gaps. Some possible gaps that I learned from my company studies, gap 3 or the delivery gap, which is the difference between service quality specifications and this service actually delivered. So it is an employee lack of knowledge through thoroughly perform the standard work, the employees lack of cohesive teamwork to deliver the service, and the standards of the company are not backed up by appropriate supervision. Through the handouts provided in this course, I was able to close the gap by ensuring the performance meets the standards. So some solutions would be empowering internal marketing, encouraging and building teamwork, ensuring that the performance meet the standards, and taking steps to retain high-performing employees. I also noticed another service delivery gap of this company studied, which is gap 7 or the discrepancy between the employees' perceptions and the management perceptions. This happened because there are differences in the understanding of customer expectations between managers and service providers. It can be also the lack of communication between the service providers and management. A possible solution that I formulated to close this gap is to provide a comfortable means of communication for service providers. There should also be a better communication between managers and its employees. The company's course should provide incentives for their service providers. Through Ishikawa diagram, I was able to identify potential factors that cause the overall problem of this study, which is an average of 9.65 buck job percentage on vehicles attended. YY diagram is a tree diagram where child statement is determined simply by asking why the parent occurs. As below, it is thus very similar in use to a cause and effect diagram, and techniques may be borrowed from cause and effect diagram usage. By utilizing the process map, Ishikawa diagram, and YY diagram, I am able to root out the cause of the problem of this study. And that is due to the high volume of customer that AutoServe caters, its wide range of services offered, and unforeseeable changes in its manpower. The company is unconsciously trading off the quality of its service against its quality of business. Thus, the buck jobs in some services occurs. I was able to conclude that the absence of supervisors to mandate the mechanics, non-existence of checklists for standards in a certain job order, leniency in hiring of mechanics, and unavailability of training programs for mechanics led to the DTS of this study. I used how-how diagram to formulate recommendations for this study, and it benefits the management because of a more efficient and effective organization. At the end of this study, I recommended that to ensure all mechanics will perform the correct method of servicing, the company must hand out easy-to-follow standard steps for every repair, printed checklists or instruction to be handed out by the staff or supervisor every time a repair start would lessen the lapses on the mechanic's side. This assures on the company, customer, and mechanic that the repair is done in a proper way. The company should also be more diligent in hiring mechanics. To achieve it, the company must conduct internal meetings, plannings to, to determine its need in human resources. Obedient and skillful mechanics with experience is a must in this company scenario. Allocating budget to hire a supervisor that will mandate mechanics must be considered, since the supervisor's salary would be cheaper compared to the cost of reworking a job order just because of a non-compliance in standard.